The 5.063-kilometer Marina Bay Street circuit is known as one of the toughest and most physically demanding racetracks in the Formula One Grand Prix calendar. Apart from the humid Singapore weather, the 23-corner layout features many turns and little rest given the lack of real straights. And for the 17th Grand Prix of the 2022 Formula One season, 20 drivers from 10 teams took on the challenge.
Special ang Grand Prix ngayon dito. Kita nyo naman napakaraming tao. Pagkatapos kasi ng 2 taon sa pandemya, nagbabalik ang Formula One dito sa Singapore. At ito rin ang itinuturing nilang kanilang COVID-19 coming out party.
A record-breaking 302,000 people came from different parts of the world to watch the Singapore night races. Everywhere, people were seen with smiles on their faces, as Singapore only required face masks to be worn in medical centers and public transportation.
With the QR code, the certification that you are already fully vaccinated.
But F1 fans are not in it just for the races. They also come in to take part in the all-out party experience, complete with food, games, music, and merch. That's why many Filipinos also took the opportunity to fly to the neighboring Lion City, which is just 3 hours away.
We come here every year. It's kind of different because it's after the pandemic.
It just so happened that during the pandemic, I became an obsessed fan until wives and girlfriends ng drivers, when Singapore opened and when they announced that there was going to be an F1 race, I really told my dad, "Dad, we're going.
I've always been an F1 fan, and now that everything's opened up, now's my chance. All out. Yeah.
Are you here with family?
No, just me.
Wow,
yeah.
solo.
According to Singapore's Ministry of Trade and Industry, the Formula One Grand Prix brings in about 130 million Singaporean dollars in annual incremental spending from tourists. Even as hosting costs a little bit more at 135 to 140 million Singaporean dollars, they say the long-term benefits are worth it, with Singapore being able to reintroduce itself as an international hub and a prime destination in Asia for tourists right after a pandemic-induced recession. And just like how hotel rates have skyrocketed over the weekend, Formula One is an expensive sport, needing drivers, pit crew, and technical staff to work like a well-oiled machine. And that's exactly what we saw at the F1 paddock area, where we were lucky enough to meet some of the F1 drivers and teams, like McLaren's Daniel Ricciardo and AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly, who gamely granted a photo opportunity. But the highlight of it all was being able to get inside the Red Bull garage and seeing things move like clockwork with a team that holds the record for the shortest pit stop time.
Behind me is the garage of Red Bull. Paddock of Max Verstappen. Nakita natin yung mga mekaniko, mga 11 mechanics daw who are working on the cars of Red Bull, 80 personnel. They bring in to every single race, and they have 5 of these garages that they rotate and send to different parts of the world.
Come race day, the strong rains made the course even more treacherous. After 2 hours of going toe-to-toe, Red Bull's Sergio Perez managed to hold on to his strong race start ahead of Ferrari's Charles Leclerc to cop his 4th win of his 12-year career and his best F1 performance yet. While it was difficult watching live as you could only see one stretch of the racetrack at a time, still, nothing beats seeing the cars up close, hearing the revving engines, and feeling the thrill of speed.
We were fans since we were small, like since 2008. The experience is different just because the cars in 2008 were like way more different than the cars. Cars in 2008 were a lot louder. You needed earplugs, and then the cars now, the engines are a lot better.
It's just a sense of competition. It's gaining that just watching it live, especially you kind of sense that your love for the team, especially in person, is more exciting.
A part of it's the connection with the drivers as well.
For many kids and kids at heart, it was like living the high-octane dream of the Fast and the Furious. Gretchen Ho, We Are One News.